Hello, Namaste, this is Gilles Mansillon. I've been asked to come to you today again to continue my discussion on the diverse spiritual ideas and processes in order to assist those who may be interested in such things. And the first things I'd like to address today is about dreams and imagination. Our dreams and realm of the imagination is quite essential to our spiritual ascension, for it is the beginning step of creation of a light body, so that we may develop our realm of vision. And so children are born with this gift of dreaming consciously, but as adults we've been educated to put that aside in order to comply with what society is the responsibility within society. So I'm not just saying that you want to give up your role in society in order to dream, but you want to balance it out. But it is very important not to get lost in dreams, because Neptune can be a little nebulous at times, but it is important to balance out your dreams, your desires, your imagination with your physical life, yet know that whatever's inside of you is really your future. You know, whatever you create is your future. And so, by developing your imagination and your dreams, keeping it positive, because it is very important that most of our dreams may become positive, because if we worry too much, we project negative thought into the future, unwanted experiences, and so those things may or may not manifest. But it is 90% of worries are quite useless, in the sense that if you have a train to catch and you're sitting on your couch watching TV and you're worrying that you're going to miss your train, well, maybe you should worry, just get up and go. But most of the worries are not justified. They are just stress that we have accumulated and negative thoughts, negative projections, and so most of them shouldn't be taken that seriously. However, when we focus on something positive, something we really want, then we are not only developing a bridge between the astral plane and our physical consciousness, but we are also becoming open to receiving spiritual insights. And when our dreams becomes mostly positive, then we become to activate this I am presence, this spirit, this God-given presence, spirit of God that is here to assist us in making our dreams come true. Of course, it requires faith, it requires trust, and because time is not an issue within that spirit, but spirit is fully aware and aligned with all timelines and all people, and so there is always much that can be discovered from wishing to ascend, to get a better life, better quality of life, to create a better quality of life for everyone, and to be supportive of everyone as well. And so avoiding negative projection is kind of like, because if you project fear into the future, then those fear will reflect back. So rather than whenever that comes, is to not to brush it off, but to understand, not to take it too seriously, and try to move from a descending spiral to an ascending spiral. And I will give a little homework if you care to work on that. In terms of our beliefs are very important, though, because see, we have habits in our mind, in our behavior, and those habits are forming the patterns of our life. And sometimes we have negative habits that prevents us from moving forward. And so it is important that we understand that what is the truth and what is beliefs. Most of our beliefs are based on experience. You know, basically, whatever life has taught us is basically how we based our behavior from, but we may not have all the pieces to judge in truth. So when you discover some truth, then this truth becomes the truth is beyond anything that can ever be described or expressed in any language. There is only one truth, it is the I am, it is God. But within that, there is a progressive path of evolution where truth is revealed to the consciousness when you are ready to receive it. This truth, of course, also reveal itself according to our beliefs and to our level of receptivity. but this truth is basically when we discover any piece of truth, the challenge is to share it. And so we discover tools, we discover processes, and we exchange ideas. And the more we are able to give out this light, this interpretation of the truth we have discovered, the more we can receive it as well. So it is an exchange, and because the universe does not discriminate in this, all of life comes from one source, which is love, and love, but it's not so obvious on the earth, because this force that is life is ignorance and lucidity. It is dark and light, and so it is for us to discriminate of what we choose, what we decide, what we want, and what we allow into our life. And so it is important to keep a certain distance in relationship to all of our beliefs, in order to discover new truths and new insights, and also to keep your mind fluid. Because if your mind is too rigid, and if your beliefs are too strongly attached to your consciousness and your behavior, then it may be difficult for the truth to reveal itself. So even if yesterday was a wonderful day, there was great truth that came into your mind and you felt really happy, no matter how powerful that is, it's still a relative truth that maybe today's truth, maybe today the universe has even more for you. So whatever was revealed yesterday, there is more to it. And so keep your mind open to receive new truths, and when truth is revealed, then everything that was the truth before kind of like doesn't need to make any, it was just a temporary understanding until we reach a new and higher level of truth. And so it is important to understand that we always have a choice, but sometimes we are not aware of those choices. And what I wanted to give you also is a little bit of homework, if you care to work on that, is to identify negative triggers. See what makes you hungry, what makes you sad, what makes you, what can take you out of your alignment, out of your joy, and then once you discover that, to breathe before you respond to anything. You breathe 1, 2, 3 times. So you bring in the oxygen that will bring light into your body, and you exhale carbon monoxide. If you smoke it, then it's carbon dioxide. But those things are creating stress and blockages within your breath, and the breath is really what connects us to life. So rather than, we are going to be learning how to, rather than breathing through time, breathing in the vertical time, so that we may free our breath and connect to the pillar of light that will come. But for now, this exercise is basically twofold. It is about not reacting out of impulse whenever something makes you come out of your alignment, your joy, but to breathe a few times and then respond with more oxygen within your body, so to speak. And also, whenever in doubt or anything, is to turn your thoughts directly to the Creator, the source of all that is, the center of the universe. You may connect inside your heart, or you may concentrate your thoughts on top of your head, so that you may open to the higher planes. Through your intention to direct your thought to the center of creation, to the God presence, then you are connecting, you are awakening this spirit inside of you. When you create, the more you do it, the more solid this presence can become. And so it is the day your mind and thoughts are fully completely into that energy, then everything will be clear. Life will become an open book, and there will be no more. I'm not saying there will be no more questions, for there are always questions. But so turning your thoughts and your heart and towards the source while breathing, and then you can probably respond with more lucidity and more serenity in relationship to things or people that could take you out of your alignment and make you hungry or sad or whatever. So it would be it is important to work through those processes day after day after day, until we can begin to see more clearly, and we become master of those little process. And so I wanted to thank you for your email, your comment. I have many projects I am involved in and with, and so outside of the internet. And so this channel is basically an assistance and guidance in order to express spiritual thoughts and ideas for those who are interested. But I do not have an assistant to assist me with those respond and everything. So please be patient if I'm not responding right away. And so I will in time take this. I will continue to speak of spirituality, but I'm going to soon be traveling again. So I will broadcast from different parts of the world. And so, but for now, I hope you have a good day. I hope my message will have meaning for you, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste. Be well.